Welcome to Cooking with Cheli. In this video, I show you step by step how to make juicy, mouth-watering, tender oven roasted chicken. If you want to see how I put it all together, just keep on watching. Here I have a whole chicken. I'm just going to show you how to cut it in half and clean it up. So the first thing we're going to do is cut off that little part there at the very bottom of it. Take that away, we don't need that. And then we're going to flip it over and I'm going to show you how to cut the back open right along the vertebrae. So here I have my kitchen scissors, and if you don't have kitchen scissors, a knife is fine. Here I am aligning it right beside that long vertebrae bone that comes down the back of the chicken. It's hard to cut right on it, so what I'm doing is I'm cutting right alongside it from the bottom right to the top, and there you have it. It is that easy. So after cutting it, I'm just using my hands to pry it open a little bit, and then at the very front, that bone right there by the breast, I'm just going to use my knife and just slice that open, and that will help me to butterfly the chicken even further, just like that. Okay, we're going to go ahead and clean this chicken up, but before we do so, I just want to show you what it should look like after cleaning. We're just going to turn the legs kind of like inside out, just twist it and tuck the wings in. Just like so, and after you have added all your seasoning and everything, this is what your bird should look like. This is the position it should be in when placing it in the oven. Because we have cut that breastbone open, it gives us more room to turn the chicken and twist it. I'll show you one more time. This is what your chicken would look like if we hadn't cut it open, and now that we have all that room, just twist the legs in, tuck the wings in, and we are good to go. Okay guys, now it's time to clean our chicken up, and all those icky stuff that's on the inside along the bones or whatever, make sure you get all of those out. Okay, I do not want my chicken cooked with all that in there. So go ahead, clean it up best as you can. And listen guys, you don't have to use as big a knife as I'm using. Right here I was doing the most. Okay, you can actually use a smaller knife to help you get all that stuff out of the chicken. After you finish cleaning all those undesirables out of your chicken, wash it with vinegar and lemon, and we're ready to put the seasonings on. So here are the seasonings I'll be using today. In here I have some chicken seasoning from Jamaica. I have a tablespoon and a half of that. I also have some black pepper. I'll be using my minced ginger, garlic powder. Here I have some allspice seasoning. I'm also going in with my chopped garlic. And last but most certainly not least, that green seasoning that I made at home. So to start the seasoning process, I have the chicken breast side down that I can get the back seasoned first. And here you can see me going in with a tablespoon of my chicken seasoning. I want to make sure that I get it all up in there. Don't you miss a spot. Okay. Now if you don't have chicken seasoning, you can use Lawry's or any seasoned salt of your choice. I'm now adding a half a teaspoon of black pepper. Then I'm adding a half a tablespoon of powdered garlic, and get it all up in there, all along the bones and in the crevices, everywhere. Here I'm adding a half a teaspoon of the allspice seasoning, 1 tablespoon of the minced ginger, half a tablespoon of the chopped garlic, then I'm adding a 1/4 cup of my favorite homemade green seasonings. Then here I grab my glove and I'm just going to work all those spices into this side of the chicken. Now guys, I will leave all the measurements and everything in the description box below. And what I want you to understand here is that everything that I'm putting in, all the spices, I've actually cut it in half. So I use half of the measurements on the back side, and then I'll use the second half to do the front of the chicken. I hope this makes sense. After working all those spices in, I have flipped my chicken breast side up, and as I stated just now, I'm using the remainder of my seasonings and spices to do this side. Guys, we're gonna bake this chicken. I've made incisions in the breast portion of it. This will be your only opportunity to get the seasonings in, so make sure you get it in all over. Don't be shy to work it in. You want to move or lift that skin away and pick up your spices and put it up under that skin. You want every part of your chicken to be flavored. Another tip and another thing that I always do here is to put the chicken legs back in their original positions, just like so, and you can see that that part is missing the spices, and then I will get my spices and work it all the way up in there, making sure that I massage it in carefully, and then I will put the legs back how I had them in that butterfly position. After we have added all our spices to our chicken, we want to make sure that we go ahead and cover it up. I'm using saran wrap here to cover it, and I will put it in my refrigerator. The best way to get it really marinated is to do it overnight or for at least 2 hours before putting it in the oven. Okay guys, you know what time it is. You've seen me do this in my jerk chicken video where I prepare some spices and some herbs in the bottom of my pan to keep my chicken moist and juicy. Now I've added the grill portion to my pan and placed my chicken on it just like so. And guys, you do not need to have a pan like this to get good roast chicken. I just love using this one. I will now place it in the preheated oven at 325 degrees, and it will cook for 50 minutes to 1 hour. And this is what it looks like, guys, after about 35 minutes. You see it has already started to take some color, and it is slowly cooking, and it's looking amazing already. Guys, what I've done here is I've just turned the grill portion of my pan to the side so I can get to some of that delicious juice in the bottom of the pan. I'm just going to use it to baste my chicken, and if you have a turkey baster, that's perfect for you to use to do this. Now I could have saved myself some time by using a regular pan, but I don't mind at all. I just absolutely love using this one. So go ahead and baste your chicken at this point all over, and then you're going to place it back in the oven. After an hour, I removed it from the oven, and this is what my roasted chicken looks like. Doesn't that look yummy? And here I have removed it from the pan and added just a little bit of garnish, some chopped scallions, and I have added some lemon slices. But take a look at that. It looks so yummy, and I absolutely cannot wait to dig in to this lovely bird. And for my meal today, I have paired my chicken with some roasted potatoes, along with some freshly steamed beans and carrots. And take a look at that gravy just drizzling all over the chicken. It looks absolutely yummy. Now let's go ahead, guys, and give it a taste. take a look at that. It is so tender, so juicy. Mm-mm-mm. It tastes so good, guys. OMG, you have absolutely got to try this recipe. It is so delicious. Now I have to go take a seat comfortably and eat this meal, but I want to thank you so much for joining me today, and I would love for you to join my Cooking with Cheli family by hitting the subscribe button below, and don't you forget to hit that notification bell. That way you are the first to know when I upload recipes like this. Thank you so much for watching. Until the next video, this is Cheli saying bye bye.